Most store-bought yogurts, non-dairy yogurts, are thin, soupy, and full of ingredients I don't want to put in my body. At this phase of my life, I'm 47 and a breast cancer survivor. I needed meals that are quick, easy, high in protein, low in processed foods, and cancer smart. Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm an integrative health coach who's passionate about helping other women who have journeyed through their own health crisis rediscover their health, their strength, and their sense of self. I never expected soy to become a staple, but this 2-ingredient yogurt is thick and creamy, tastes delicious. It's way easier than you would think to make. You're going to need only 2 ingredients: soy milk and probiotic capsule, equipment, an instant pot, a nut milk bag, and a strainer. This is a clean brand. There's other brands that are clean. Here are some couple ingredient comparisons between a clean brand and a brand that's full of other ingredients. The Instant Pot makes this process a hands-free, set it and walk away. I used to avoid soy. For a while, there were some misconceptions about increased cancer risk and hormone health. The truth is, current research shows that whole soy foods that are organic and non-GMO are actually beneficial to help balance hormones, and they decrease cancer risk significantly, especially estrogen-driven cancers. Plus, it's a complete plant-based protein source. Of course, if you are allergic to soy products, you can adapt this recipe for other plant-based yogurts. Let's get started. I use a little boiling water to disinfect before adding the soy milk. And then we simply twist the capsules open and add 2 capsules per 16 ounces. Since I'm using 32 ounces, that's 4 capsules. And we give it a little stir, and then we simply put on the lid, twist the cap to seal, and set between 10 to 12 hours. So after we mix the ingredients, you let this incubate for 10 to 12 hours and let those little bacteria and microbes do their magic. After the batch has incubated for 10 to 12 hours, we'll pour the mixture into a nut milk bag. This will separate the curds from the whey. How long you leave it set there is going to depend on how thick the yogurt gets. So if you want like a super, super dense, creamy Greek-style yogurt, you can let it sit in the fridge overnight. I prefer to let it drain for about 1 to 2 hours and then transfer it into jars. And you will have the best homemade soy yogurt you've ever tasted. So this 32-ounce container of soy milk yielded 5 8-ounce containers of yogurt and 3 8-ounce containers of whey. We always talk about the yogurt, but really this is also fabulous. Do not throw this out. This can be used in smoothies. You can also use the whey in overnight oats or chia seed pudding. Those are some fabulous ways, and you're upping the probiotics in all of those foods if you use this. So, pro tip, I love adding blueberries, pumpkin seeds, a drizzle of honey, a sprinkle of cinnamon. This is the best way. So you can store this in the fridge safely up to a week. I usually store it a little longer and enjoy. Be sure to save a little bit, like a couple tablespoons or so for the next batch. If soy has ever felt confusing or the idea of making your own yogurt difficult, I hope this gives you a place to start. If you have any questions about homemade soy yogurt or healing in general, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment. And if you want a simple tool to support your healing journey, download my free Radiant Wellness Wheel. This gentle tool can help reveal where you're aligned and where you're out of sync, giving you a place to start. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.